That awkward look, like, why you buying a pregnancy book, dog?
All right, cool. I will go on. So, yeah. So you got you a good book today.
Yeah, I guess it's the best so far. It's a good rank, like 34,000 bucks.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
Like
that'll sell
anything
like right
underneath a
away.
million, I notice in books usually sell within like a week or two.
Oh, I didn't know it was a million.
Oh yeah. Um, do you keep that website loaded up on your phone? That arbitrage dashboard?
I need to put it on my phone.
Yeah, just go to the website. I do that every time when I'm not sure about a link or something. I'll go to that. It updates every day, so definitely look at that. Um, how you guys been doing, man? I haven't talked to anybody like all week. It feels like. Doing okay, Ryan?
I'm
Yes,
doing
we got
great.
you
We did
here.
$5,800 yesterday at the end of the night. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin, what's up, buddy?
I'm good.
Chris, and then we have Grind. What's your name, man? It just says Grind Hard.
Grind
Yo,
hard.
yeah, I was trying to get my mic working. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. This Joe Calico. I had hit you up
Joe.
earlier. I just noticed
Yeah.
I signed on the wrong YouTube page and whatnot. Yeah, I was like, oh, what's good with y'all, man?
Not much, man. How long you been in the game of FBA?
Um, Last year was like my first full year. I started last January,
Oh,
so this is
okay.
my second year right here.
That's
Yeah, I
like me,
like it
man.
though. Or just started, so I'm learning from all of y'all. You know what I mean? The new ones and the OGs. I'm out here learning.
Yeah, man. It's I was saying earlier today that I'm like, trying to compare this year so far compared to last year, and I looked at it last night. What's today? 11. I looked 10 days in. I only had like $112 in sales last year at this time, and today I am at $620 for the month so far. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. I
That's
hope the
beautiful,
whole year
bro.
goes 5 times more than I did
And
last year.
Ryan's like at 600,000 in sales today.
Yeah.
Man, no, we're down like compared to yesterday. We're about, I don't know, I just loaded it. It was 3,200 last time I refreshed. It's kind of fun, like, oh, what am I gonna get next? What am I gonna get next? But yeah, 32.56.
Nice.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
$500 even. Like, no,
Nice.
535.
But I was gonna update you guys about opening those cases last week.
Some
Um,
money.
yeah, it was good. I got a little bit over $200 back.
I got $100 back off of four something items, and they still owe me like I still gotta do the list, Chris.
Yeah, yeah. There's still some pending, but that's just so far. I'm like,
All they do is they want to get you off the phone real quick. They don't want to talk about every case. They're like,
oh,
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 Matt.
I did it by email. I did everything by
Oh
email.
yeah, it's way easier by email. You just be like, here's a list of 5 or 10.
Yeah, they
I
said
don't
they
see
can only
these
do
on my
5 at a
return
time.
reports.
Oh, you know the
You
funny
send
thing is I
me.
still have a Amazon case from 4 months ago, 3 months ago. They still keep sending me emails on saying we're going to get back to you. You have lots of patience, and that's probably why.
Yeah. I have one from like a month ago where they supposedly marked something that expired in like August of this year. Expired? And I'm like, yeah, that's not expired. And they're like,
Yeah, I just had something where they sent something expire, and I had them send it back, and I just got it in a couple days ago, and there's nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, look, here's this issue I've had. I have another FBA issue, dude. It's been so many months, and this is the emails they keep sending me. Look, it says, "Thank you for your immense patience." Yeah, it's only been 3 months. That was a little. I am terribly sorry, but currently we do not have an estimated time as to when this case will be resolved. Every email for 3 months.
we'll get back to you in 3 months.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all ever had like a reimbursement, like reverse? Like they give you the
oh, yeah.
reimbursement
Oh
and then
yeah,
they reversed it?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And in fact, one of those cases that they gave me money for, somehow the next day after they paid me, they found the item.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
It usually works out.
yeah. But at least they found the item, so.
Yeah, but I was mad because I was like, it was a quick flip. They gave me like 350, or for son, I spent like $60 altogether. So I was happy. I was like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Then they found it. Then put my account. They paid me. Then put my Amazon account negative 350.
Oh man.
Oh
Well,
You found out
hopefully,
who
hopefully
stole
you
it.
made that up quick.
oh yeah, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it
So,
just hurts though.
uh, what do you mainly do? Do you thrift, wholesale, holiday?
Uh,
Retail.
I do a little of everything. Like I do a little of everything. I'm in New York, so like in the wintertime I'm doing like RA, and like when spring and summer come, I do like the yard sales. I don't really thrift like that. I like the yard sales.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I see you represent New York.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We went up to New York a few years ago, but I mean, we were in the city, so I, I didn't go see any thrift shops in the city.
yeah, yeah. This suck out here, so I don't really deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in Dallas, and I mean, there's tons of stuff all over Dallas, but I actually hit up a new thrift shop I've never been to yesterday, but I like the Facebook page, so it kind of drew my attention to go check them out. And I was hoping Jim would be on right now. I could tease him, but I found a wireless router that was like basically brand new in the box. It was just open, so I shipped it in like new. They sold it. They were selling it for $298, and it was like a $38 profit on it. So
Nice.
I'm excited about that. And then they had CDs. They had some good like brand new Kids Bop CDs. Those things sell good. I think it was ranked like 1,000 in music. So I picked up two of those. And, should see about $9 profit on those. But um, soon I'm gonna get back into hitting up the clearance sections and stuff at Walmart. I've just been trying to maximize my profits right now. Um, with the holidays and all, it was really tough trying to find things on clearance. But now it's awesome. Like I was stocking up on some candy and sent that stuff in. Some of those holiday cake mixes and stuff. Man, that stuff's been selling as soon as it hits the warehouse.
Oh, I love these gingerbread things I just got from the store the other day. Like yesterday or the day before. I think it's like $2.84 for a 2-pack and selling for $16.
Nice.
I love groceries.
Yeah,
Products like that, seasonal, and then people love the tank prices, boy.
yeah.
I had somebody this morning at like 4 in the morning. I was asleep, of course, but they sent me a Amazon message. And when I woke up, I'm going through my email. I'm like, what in the heck? They're like, I have to read this to you because this is just like the most hilarious thing I've ever gotten from like somebody on Amazon. I've gotten like a lot of those messages where they're like, oh, you don't have authorization to sell this brand, and we're cease and desist, or we're going to sue you, or whatever. But this person was like just straight up, I don't like you as my competition, and I want you to go away. Stop killing the price of ASIN, and they gave me the ASIN. I can match you at any price point, so if you want to go into the red, be my guest. In quotes, racing to the bottom, end quote, is a terrible business model. I priced like $1 below they are. I'm like, it's within $1 of what this has been selling for like months.
Yeah.
Who cares? And I have like 4 of them. I'm like, cool. Well, you can have it back when I'm done.
Yeah.
Get that rare few. Did you report that message? I would have reported it.
I
You
marked
won't be
it
in
no
competition for real.
response needed, and I marked it suspicious. I'm just like,
Such a nice guy. I would have reported him.
oh.
Lower your competition.
As much as I hate racing to the bottom, I ain't gonna message somebody and say, "Hey, would you stop going down a penny, please? Come on, man."
Yeah, it's not like I dropped the price like
myself.
$50 or something ridiculous. And even then, I like when people do that because they have like, even if they have like 100 of it, if it's something that's popular, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be an idiot and sell this for like $90 when everybody else is selling it for $180. Okay, see ya.
Well, hey man, I look at it like sometimes if you want to race to the bottom, we can race. Other times I'm like, I'll let you race to the bottom, and then 4 days later I'm killing it. So either way you want to look at it, I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah. Like a lot of this holiday stuff, I'm not even gonna mess with it on the lead price. I'm just gonna let it sit because people are gonna sell out their stuff eventually. And I mean it's good till November and December of this year, so
hmm
it's fine with me. I spent 50 cents on the thing to make $6 on it. I'll wait.
I got some big holiday stuff though. I wanted to get rid of it bad, so I priced it to go, and I made my money. So
Yeah.
Hey,
like it was gonna tank.
Me and Kev were talking about it yesterday. Do you guys know when you guys look up an item, like let's say you're a customer, you look up an item, does the FBA that pops up first, is that the one closest to you?
Sometimes.
Or
No, I told you that's what it is. In
oh,
my
it is.
Sometimes the buy box rotates, so
by where you live.
by where you live, by what warehouse has it in stock, which is partially by where you live, by Amazon's just sharing the buy box because there's like 3 people at the same price that might be at the same warehouse in stock. It can vary. It really just depends.
Just like you get those return customers, like somebody tanked the price on something, but then you look in your sales, somebody still bought it at your high price. You're like, wow,
Exactly.
that's a return customer.
Yeah, like I had a VHS that sold for $20 and it was used. I'm like, but the person before me had it for $8. I'm like, why did they go with me? But I mean, maybe that's just how it was set when they went to
That
it.
too. That's like in your thing there. Maybe it was closest to them or something. Maybe the new one sold, or maybe the used one it was looking for was closest to you.
Yeah, but I was happy with it. I'm looking at the chat. I have the chat on my phone. For some reason it won't let me comment on my computer, or it'll blow up or something.
Oh, we did this yesterday. They have a new beta version. Does yours say beta on it?
Yeah, like on YouTube, it's like I don't know what it's doing. It's all jacked up looking. Like I was worried about if
It says
this.
beta. The chat went away, but I don't know. But that was on regular.
Well, no, my computer's just I think the processor's like really slow. So if I do 2 things at once while I'm doing a video, it'll mess up. But
I'm just switching between like the 2 tabs, well, more like 5 tabs because I'm
yeah,
looking at
I have the tablet,
Facebook.
but that's what I'm saying. It'll all start freezing up. But I'm working on getting an actual desktop, so I don't have to worry about that.
Get that retail arbitrage going on, get you a new desktop.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because there's other businesses I'm wanting to start up this year too, along with increasing my FBA. So I'm definitely gonna need a desktop. But I see everybody in the chat. Thrift Daddy said, "What's up? How's it going, man?" And then yeah, hi from Chicago. And see, Mitch's a Prophet. How's it going?
The lovely wife. Chris, you need a Mac.
Yeah.
Is that in the budget?
No, man, that's. Yeah, my wife's in the chat too. She's in the putting the kids to bed, but she's watching.
Actually, you should get like one of those refurbished Macs. I know there's like some.
I'm not an Apple fan at all. Yeah.
You know, I used to say that.
Nice Mac. I don't even want a Mac refurbished and used. You can keep that.
Yeah, I mean, she just like with her phone. You know, my wife loves Apple, so I got her that 6 Plus, whatever, and
6 Plus.
It's like. Just put music on the thing. You gotta have iTunes and all this junk. And I'm like, what happened to drag and drop? You know?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Company
stuff
iPhone.
like that. It's just I don't like Mac, so I'm gonna get. I like HP a lot, so I'm gonna get a desktop.
HP, but you know, I like Windows.
Yeah, I like Windows.
I like cheap. I mean, don't get me wrong. Macs are overpriced.
Yeah.
Doing that Apple logo, man. Everybody trying to see that.
Yeah, overrated too.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Hey, they can't even make a logo where half of it isn't bidden off.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only reason I got
do like the iPad. I do like the iPad. I won't say.
Yeah,
I like
I'll tell
that.
you what. There's some good Android tablets, but there's some bad Android tablets.
Yeah.
Oh, but the best thing is there is choice.
Yeah, there is.
And that's the bottom line. Apple, yeah, you got choice. You got last year's model, the year before that, the year before that. and the year
Yeah.
before that. You know? In fact, you don't even know which year you're getting. That might be the iPad 2, or is that the iPad 2 Air? Wait a minute. Which one is it? Is it the Mini?
Yeah. Hold on, we have an update. You're gonna lose all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So.
only fun when they're jailbroken, and then even then, I don't know.
Go away, Chris Green.
But anyways, we actually had some topics that people were messaging me about.
Go for it.
Let me see. I gotta pull it up. I think someone was talking about subscriptions or something. Let's see.
I can show off OA X-Ray for those of us.
Yeah,
who
I
haven't seen
wanted
it.
to
I
show
said I
that.
would do that.
Let's see. How about tools, services, subscriptions, tips and tricks to be more efficient or more profitable?
Chris will disagree, but Dymo.
No, I like it now. I mean, it's working good. So.
I remember when you first got it, you posted that
Oh
video.
yeah.
You couldn't work.
You're like, I'm gonna throw this thing out the window.
Oh, I was pissed.
You got it for
Yeah.
free as a gift. You about to throw it out.
And that's the worst part. No, that's what made it even worse because I love it so much that I got it as a gift. I'm like, oh come on, I want this thing to work for me. It's so awesome that you guys got it for me. But then it was giving me a nightmare, And then I got it working good, and then a week and a half into it, the labels get all caught up in it, and yeah.
Yeah, that kind of happens sometimes. You become
But it's
quickly
going
an expert.
good now. It's going good now. These house labels are working really good. I'm actually
I love
gonna have
house
to.
labels.
I'm actually gonna have to order some. Do you just go to that website, houselabels.com?
Yeah, or you go to Amazon, either or. I think they're about the same price. You can price shop it. I've never really looked. I just go out to Amazon and I'm like, I want the 35,000 pack. It's like $90 for 35,000. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
I
works.
like this. I like this 1,000 label one.
I use 350s, and yeah, that gets kind of old, especially when I have like 800 bags of candy and I have to change the label roll 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mine. I was gonna talk to you guys about this too tonight. Like on my inventory lab, it's still. I know I could get it to go to the same location a lot of times, but some of my items are still popping up as no label. But I'm still putting a label out for them anyway, just in case. Is that because when I set up Amazon with commingled? Is that why?
Yes.
Get it in a setting though.
Can I ask you why you're still on commingled? Just because you're labeling everything? It's
Laziness, not changing it.
It's actually really
not
easy
think,
to change.
not thinking about it, but like
Yeah, and for what you're doing, if you're labeling everything or most anything anyways, it protects your account more because if you're commingled, who's to say that some lazy person sent in a bunch of inventory that's either fake or messy or returned?
that's true. I'm gonna get that fixed tonight because, I know a lot of stuff could have went to the same warehouse. Like the shipment I did last night, it was like 50 items, but all but like 5 items that were the new items, those got separated because they were no label.
I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not sending to like, what is it? DFW1 or FTW1, wherever it is.
It's never went to any of those.
It's never went to a Texas warehouse ever.
Never.
When I had that problem, it was a setting in the Amazon seller settings. I had to uncheck something, and everything's been fine ever since. Not everything.
Well, I went before I had Amazon labeling all my stuff, but I went back in there. I took that off a while back, but it's still doing that.
So let me see. I go to Seller Central.
Gotta be commingling settings.
I think it's because of the commingled thing.
I fixed it up with something. I want to say Inventory Labs had in their support. Let me see.
But
Fulfillment by Amazon.
But to answer that person's question about, Dymo, of course, is one tool to help be more efficient. I do like it, so I don't think I'm mocking it. It just setting it up is a pain in the ass. And
it is, but that's okay.
Setting up is a pain in the ass, but after you get it going, it's good. The this is the stuff that I use. Each one of us has our own little model how we do a business, but personally, I use Inventory Lab to do my shipments, to do my bookkeeping, and I use the app Scoutify that comes with Inventory Lab to do all my scanning. But stuff like movies, like used DVDs and stuff like that, I always double check those with the Amazon seller app before I buy them, because a lot of them are restricted. So you just got to use both of those tools, and that's really about it. And then I use a lot of my stuff. I don't polybag anything unless it's like, a pack of 3 or something like a multi-pack. I usually just shrink wrap everything with this stuff and slap a label on it. And that's about the tools I use. I mean, what about you guys?
Polybags.
Polybags.
Polybags. Because we use so much grocery. We do polybags like crazy. I'm trying to see if I can find this. I have this cool tool that somebody else, Brett, who is in the group but doesn't really usually come out to these sort of things, he turned me onto this. It's like call it sticker caddy, because we do so much polybagging. You have to have those do not separate stickers. Some people buy the polybags with them on there. I just sticker it anyways as like a security thing. And the suffocation warning is actually what I was talking about, where they come with it on the bag sometimes, but do not separate. So we actually have something that feeds out on a spool. It's really cool. Saves you so much time. Yeah, we have like those on a spool. You don't have to actually peel them off. Well, you do, but it's really easy to pull them off because there's tension.
Okay.
I can't find it though.
I'll be selling those pretty soon.
Those actual labels or the tools?
Yeah, the actual labels and the suffocation labels.
Nice. Is there that much margin on them? Because they sell for like $6 for like 500.
Tell you what, I'll give you
like 10,000. Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
Joe, what kind of stuff do you use, man, for your business?
I really just use like saran wrap. I be cheap with it sometimes. It's like what I could find, on with deals and whatnot, So whatever I find the week on sale on clearance. If it's bubble wrap, I guess I'm using bubble wrap the next 2 weeks. If it's saran wrap, if it's what I mean. So I'm all about saving some money.
Nice.
And I mostly buy new stuff. I try to buy new stuff for Amazon. So, for that stuff, you just slap the label on it.
Yeah.
With like toys and kitchen appliances and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. What about you, Chris? What do you use, man? I know you're just getting into it for a month or so now.
I'm just getting into it. The Amazon seller app is like the only thing I really got right now. I use y'all in the group as resources.
I saw you used Dean last week.
Yeah, what we weren't able to really talk about a lot.
Yeah.
But he told me some stuff, helped me out with I could probably set up my thing to ship it to like one location instead of sending it to like all locations. But then I realized it charges you for that. So I was like,
inventory placement.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: did Dean show you his new project?
No, it was still in the works, I guess. Like I didn't even know it was being beta tested. He didn't say that.
I got in on that. That was nice. That was fun. I think my trial's out now. I haven't been on it today.
Yeah, yesterday at 8 or Sunday at 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Whatever. It's pretty cool.
Dean's a good guy, man. He's
a really cool dude. I didn't know he was that tall.
Is he?
That big. Like,
it's all an optical.
And I was like, yo, I'm always like being like the tallest dude in the room, but like he stood. I was like, yo.
He's got that personality,
Yeah, that jolly green giant.
I think he was Santa last year.
Intimidating him.
Yeah, I actually sent him a link too to see if he wanted to come on tonight.
But hopefully, we get to do like some business one day. I know he's out of town right now, but
Oh, okay.
him and Steven are supposed to go out and I would call him Stephen, or Stephen or Steven. He knows his
Steven,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, you know that one.
But we're supposed to go thrifting and then go shoot our guns right
Sweet.
after.
Awesome.
Sweet.
um,
We're gonna videotape it, post it to the group or YouTube, wherever.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Thrifting and shooting.
I'm hoping I can get some of them out to Dallas. When I'm still trying to figure everything out because I do want to do my hangout in June, or my meetup, whatever. So,
Looking at that, I gotta book some airplane tickets soon, Chris. You gotta get on that.
yeah, I think we're gonna do it for my birthday. My wife noticed that my birthday is on a Saturday, so I was like, well, that would be kind of cool to have everybody come out from FBA and stuff like that, meet everybody, and kind of have a party that night.
Yeah.
I guess this is my birthday hangout right here. My birthday's in 2 hours, so
Is it?
Woo!
my birthday
Happy
hangout
birthday.
right here. Thank y'all for
Happy
stopping
birthday,
by.
G.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys.
Flying all the way out here, you know what I'm saying?
Send Chris some money through his PayPal.
Hey, since y'all in the season of giving, you guys.
You could do it through Facebook. You forgot about Facebook Send Money? That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
man.
Facebook sends money too.
Hey, I'll everybody add me on Facebook, send me some money. I'll invest it.
$50 a piece is good.
Yeah.
That would be amazing, yeah. I'll step my game up with that.
I'll take Facebook payments for those labels. Thank you.
Quick plug.
I might not deliver them, but
I'm not even sure how Facebook payments even work, but
I've done a gift card to a couple family members. That's about it, though. I paid with a credit card. It worked though. Sent them Starbucks coffee for their birthday or something like that.
well, I did.
Yeah.
I won that gift card from Steven, $25 Starbucks card.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, all you gotta do if you want to send money, just send. You open up Facebook Messenger. There's like a little $ looking thing. You click on that. You type in. You have to type in a debit card. You can't use a credit card. You type in the amount you want to send, and it sends.
That's
I'll
awesome.
open up a GoFundMe account.
Yeah. You guys. I have one too. It's called the Feed the Piles Children Fund.
Oh, I hear there's lots of wealthy benefactors for that. Giving large amounts. No, I gotta tell you guys this story. So, these people at a Walmart up here, right? They got engaged at a Walmart. Which, number one, that's pretty out there.
That's
I
pretty
don't know.
hardcore, man.
I would at least try to go to a park or somewhere, anywhere other than Walmart.
Get that engagement ring on rollback, man.
Yeah, $29 engagement ring according to the newspaper.
FBA sellers.
You're gonna love it though. So they announced it over the loudspeaker at Walmart. Walmart's in on it. Walmart's okay with it. They don't really care. So then the guy whose name is William Cornelius Jr. and his 20-year-old pregnant fiance go to Spencer's and steal a bunch of sex toys. So they go to jail, and then they got out of jail yesterday. And they went out and started a Facebook, a GoFundMe for money for a wedding because they didn't want their child born out of wedlock. I'm like, where is this story going? And these people are ridiculous. They look like meth heads. You got to look up their picture on Facebook. It's
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that. Because I'm subscribed to all news things, so I love the news.
Everybody has a hustle.
Let's see. Someone said, niches to profit. Oh, been watching. I heard you have a Facebook group.
So what?
You can join the Facebook group. Just send a request to join the Amazon FBA Motivators. I've been letting people back in for a while. I was getting flooded with all these fake accounts, and then some trolls and stuff. So I quit it for a while, but for the last week or so, I've been letting more people in. Just I want to keep the group as professional as possible, not allow a bunch of advertising and all types of stuff like that. Just people helping each other one-on-one. That's what I want the whole account to be, and the whole Facebook group to be like. So yeah, just send that. I'll let you in. I'll accept it. I have my phone right here. So if anybody who's not a part of the Facebook group, go ahead and join.
So Ryan, about what % of your inventory is grocery?
The majority. So far this month, let's run the report. Why not? I think so far this month, about 60% of my sales has been grocery as far as dollars. Probably more than that in units because we do a lot of grocery. And we do like a lot of the same things. Like we'll go out and buy like I have some candy I have like 300 or 400 of at a time. Because Walmart's cool and they're like, yeah, we'll totally order you that many. I'm like, awesome. But so far this month, 81% of my units have been grocery and 59% of my product sales. Like, and below that, toys did about 15% and wireless did about 13%. Then everything else is like a percent here.
So where you at? Where you guys at this year compared to last year?
Like me personally, or like everybody?
Any of you guys? I just want to know, like,
Go for it. I'll let somebody else answer.
Has your business increased? I mean,
Yeah, I'm booming right now. I mean, I still owe my momentum from fourth quarter, but I didn't start till June of last year, so I really can't say where I'm at from last year.
Joe, what about you?
Yeah, Joe.
Last year on Amazon, I think I did like $100 in sales. I probably do like I'm at like 4 or something now. So
Nice.
yeah. And I saw a lot on. You heard of Mercury?
Mercury?
An app called Mercury.
No.
Yeah, it's an app, but I actually do well on that app. Like
Yeah, Mercury.
Surprisingly.
Weird Mercury or something like that. It's like this.
Yeah, and yeah.
Oh, I think I heard an ad for that tonight. Is it like, is there like OfferUp or Craigslist kind of?
Yeah, but it sounds like eBay, like you sell and you print out the shipping label and you ship it out. It's not like a local thing. It's more like shipping out nationwide.
Kind of like Bonanza then, right?
Well, no, what it's for your phones though, so it's like this.
It's straight for your phone, yeah.
But only people on your. I think you can only buy stuff on your phone, right? You can't go to a web. You can't go to Mercury.com and buy it on the computer.
Nah, it's only on the phone. There's no website. You can sell it.
Pay you like PayPal or what?
Right in your you get paid and they deposit the bread every Sunday to your bank account.
Oh, they screwed it up though when they used they once used the United States Postal Service for your shipment, then they switched it to full FedEx. That's when they went down the tubes to me. Now they went back to UPS or
both now.
Both now, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a mistake for them to switch to just FedEx though.
FedEx.
I bet they got like some deal.
Well, it drove the prices up. So it seems like nobody was buying anything because now, it costs you an extra $1 to ship something that was small.
But right now it's in beta mode, so there's no fee. So if I have like a PlayStation or Xbox, I'd rather sell it on that than sell on like eBay or Amazon and pay the fees on it. They don't take no money out of it.
Nice.
Just 90 questions, that's all.
Oh, cool. I guess my phone's letting me talk in the chat now. Sweet.
Yeah, they're asking a lot of questions on Mercury.
Oh yeah, you gotta talk a lot.
You haggle a lot on Mercury.
Yeah. Try to lowball you, all of that.
Yeah.
But that's why I stick to like video games.
You get a lot of sales on that, Joe?
Yeah, like I try to sell popular stuff that's gonna sell. Like I deal with like mostly video games and stuff that not really long tail. But if I know I could get like 150 on off of it, and I could sell it for the same 150 on Amazon, I'd rather sell it on that.
Well, I wonder if you could. Is there a way that you guys can, like on this app, maybe list some stuff that you have at Amazon merch and fulfill it to them?
I actually do that. I'm multi-channel fulfill all the time, being that it's free
Sweet.
on Mercury.
All right, man, that's good to know. I'm gonna have to check that out tonight. Cause eBay, man, I don't know. It's like I'm not seeing any sales. Like
I
I
got
think
a sell on Mercury, and they never even sent the email and told me I got to sell. So I think maybe 2 weeks goes by, they say, "Hey, did you send this to such and such?" And I'm like, "What are they talking about?" I log into the app, and what do you know? I got to sell, but it's 2 weeks old, dude.
oh wow.
Yeah, I had to hit the guy up. He was nice though. He wasn't pissed about it, but it was weird because they never even sent me like you sold an item or nothing like that. They didn't say anything.
It's like, yeah, you gotta stay on the app.
Right, you
Right.
got to actually look at the app to know that you got to sell, or people are going to be waiting forever.
Right.
Well, I mean, how's the traffic like on it though?
I've sold about 4 things, not even trying. So
Yeah, the
Okay.
traffic is good. Like I probably sold 8 Wii's this month already on it.
Oh
8
man.
Nintendo Wii's, so it's decent.
and it's like I think you send a product out, they pay, and then once they say they got the product, then they release the money to you.
Yeah, and once they release it, there's no refunds. They can't refund it, so that's a good thing too.
I sold a couple iPhones on there.
Man, that's awesome to know, man. I mean, any other outlet, to get some sales, that's awesome.
I like it.
Yeah. Like
But it is one of those apps that are very annoying. You might want to turn the notifications off. I mean, to me, it's super annoying. It's always like, "Hey, you got $3 you're gonna spend? Come on!" It keeps doing this all day. Stuff like
you want
that.
to spend it.
Right. It's like they give you $1 or something, and they keep trying to get you to spend this dollar. So every day you wake up, your phone will have a new notification from Mercury talking about, "Hey, that dollar's still there. Come on."
Or,
Yeah, but I
hey,
mean,
we gave you $2 today just to see
Yep.
if you would spend more.
yeah, but I mean, like, can you
Like,
guys
every day you
find some good Amazon flips on that? Buy some stuff for cheap and flip it on Amazon.
Yeah, I hold like video games bundles. I just bought a Wii for like 115. It wasn't great, but it was like 6 controllers, the Wii, like 10 games, the board. But I know if I piece it up, I'll get 250 for it.
Oh,
I paid
nice.
115.
Man, that's awesome. I'm glad you brought that up, man. I'm definitely gonna check that out tonight.
It's dope. It's dope.
My wife's gonna kill me because I'll probably be up all night long listing stuff from Amazon to flip on there.
Well, you can only use your phone to do it. So hey,
So tell me this. So like stuff I already have at the fulfillment center. I can list it on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can ship to the customer.
But
Wait, but you say you gotta use the post office? I mean, you gotta use the post office in order to ship it, or FedEx, right? You have to use their label.
right? They actually when the order's done, they send you a label to download, and you go ahead and print that label out. Now, if I was to do it again, I'd switch back to USPS. Like I said, I kind of left it because they went directly straight FedEx. But
Right. So multi-channel fulfillment you couldn't do direct from Amazon's warehouse. You'd have to order the item back and then some.
No, you actually could do it from the warehouse. When you list it, when you list the item on the bottom, you can say, "I'll handle the shipping," meaning
okay,
that you don't have to
Okay.
print the label from them.
okay,
So when you get a tracking number, you upload the tracking number from Amazon.
Look
Okay.
at that, man. That's
Cool.
awesome.
right? Because all my stuff was shipped from me at my house. So
Yeah,
And that could help me with, I find a bunch of these brand new DVD seasons too that I can't send into Amazon.
yeah, it's good for DVDs. It's
Oh
great for
yeah.
DVDs because same thing. I'm restricted
a
on
lot of
DVDs on
questions,
Amazon.
man. A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
I'll
Be
take it, man.
Be prepared. eBay and FBA don't ask this many questions. But
That's
But
fine.
hey, it's no defect system, so you do what you gotta do sometimes. Ignore it, whatever. There's no
Yeah, but
defect
you
system,
said so. There's no fees. There's no fees either.
no
absolutely
fees,
no fees.
See,
no fees at all.
I'll take some questioning, man, for no fees.
Chris, I'll send you all my buyer messages then. No
Yeah.
fees, but I'll give you all the
It's like if you got something for 4, somebody might send you a message like, I'll give you 3. You got something for 12, they'd be like, I'll give you 11. It's just
Uh,
some naggers on that, you know, always try to take a dollar.
Yeah. Would you take $9?
It's all I have in my account right now. Will you take? Yeah, that's how it
That's
is.
so people offer you too.
Anyways.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I like it because it's easy. Because it's like if I have like 20 memory cards, I could just take the picture of all 20 and put it up at like $100, and people just start telling me, let me get the green one and the red one and the boom. I'd be like, I bet $10. Somebody else be like, let me get this one, this one, this one. 30, you know what I mean? So it's like it's one post for all of the memory cards. Same thing with like DVDs. I just make one post and let them pick up. Put a high price and they'll message me like, let me get this one. All right, $10 free shipping. Let me get this one, $4, depending on you know what I mean, what it is.
So what do you do with the items that are at the Amazon warehouse? Do you just go and like take a picture on the website or something and upload that?
I usually now I just upload it to Mercury while it's in trans before I even send it to the warehouse. So like
Okay.
my body, I just upload it now and then send it. But yeah, if you can get the picture, you can just upload it. If you can get the picture of the website. But
Okay.
you know they'll ask more questions, I guess, because they won't see the actual item.
Another
If
thing,
you
it's a
get
lot
like a
of
stock
kids.
photo.
It's probably where the questions come from. You'll see a lot of kids on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Cause I like offer up and stuff like that, but meeting up with people and stuff, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of flakes and stuff
Yeah,
like
it
that.
can get sketchy too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I usually have my girl sell for me. My girl sell for me, like on Facebook. Seems like I can't get no sales.
What's that, Ryan? You sound like you're eating the microphone, man. uh, okay. Anyways, Ryan, you want to talk about OA X-ray, man? Go ahead.
Okay. Let me show my desktop. It actually set up for one.
There you go.
I was having fun, just napping there. Right here. Can I share my screen, or is Hangout's gonna be?
Yeah, if you guys, go ahead. If you want to share your screen, go ahead.
Share your screen. Let's find some bolos.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do some live bolos, you guys.
We're gonna try. Entire screen. Where in the?
Let's not do no live bolos, please.
You don't like no live bolos?
Yeah, I like them. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead, do it, man. In fact, you guys
They're gonna
in
text.
the chat, go ahead and share this YouTube video because we're gonna do some live OA X-ray.
That's right.
You boys ready, huh?
But we need. Hold on, Ryan. We need to see like 25 viewers up in here because you guys share this video. If we get 25 viewers up in here, then
We don't need all.
19.
We don't need all 25.
RB3.
all
RB3.
25. But man,
RB3's out in the chat. You can find. Oh, we just dropped 3 people. What the heck?
All you gotta do is write in the
I'm
chat.
just saying, man. If he's gonna show off a service like that,
write live bolos in your group. Okay.
Yeah. Or I guess we can keep it intimate if the 16 people.
Oh, why not? I mean, it's going to be on the replay. Everybody else is going to see it, but you get the first shot. So what do we want?
There you go.
What do we want to go looking for? Like, what's people thinking tonight? Like, what do we want to buy from Walmart?
What do you guys want Ryan to look up?
Let's go buy some toys from Toys R Us so everybody can get it.
Okay. Everybody can buy. Everybody can go to Walmart, but we can go to Toys R Us. I don't care.
Yeah, but I mean that way we can focus on toys because we know everybody's ungated for toys.
Go for it. Well, once my computer wants to think about Toys R Us. The web page is not available. Oh, come on. How is Toys R Us not available?
Let me see.
It works right here. What's over here?
Let's try this. Hold on.
The Detroit
Technical
Internet.
difficulties.
Detroit Internet.
Toys R Us. So here's a cool thing, and see, it works. So what we thinking? We think it's like some like Legos or like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, do Legos.
Let's look at Legos. This is a cool thing because you just be like, I don't know what I want. I want some Legos of some sort. I don't know. Let's look at some Toys R Us exclusive Legos because those should go for more money, in theory, at least. So, the thing with OA X-ray is you want the most things on a page because the more pages you have to scan, the more annoying that is. But this, like, Toys R Us exclusives, there's only like 20. So, here's the cool thing. See this button I have up over here? That's the OA X-ray program. I click it, and actually I can click off of it, and I can go back and wait for this to load. I can go over to Walmart at the same time and just be like, Legos. Legos for boys. I don't know. Maybe. Thinking about it. So I just start another OA X-ray window while that first one's searching. It's actually going through, it's looking at comparing Amazon versus everything. So it has columns across the top here. And it's thinking. Last little bit of like Walmart. Walmart's kind of slow sometimes. So I can sort by the net profit, like what's actually going to make me money. So you see, like right here, this one's selling on Amazon. There's a Keepa graph of like what it's been selling for. So it's been selling with increasing price over the last couple months. And Toys R Us is selling it for $39.99. At that rank, it's $24,000 in the category. I should make $23.98. And I can go out and go to the Camel link. I can go to Keepa, or I can go to Scam Power, which go to Scam Power. So to each their own. But you see, like the other things in the category, what else ranking. Thing I like to do, I just go up here and I say, I want to know anything that's going to make me more than $3. So I just check this box. Anything under 150,000 in the category, I can scan off everything else that doesn't make sense just by clicking this My Buys button. And then I just go through and I just say, oh, this is cool. This will make me $3 on a $60 item. Nah, I don't want to buy that. That's not a good enough return. But then I can go over to here. While that was scanning Toys R Us, this will scan Walmart. I just go to this My Buys thing again. Finds everything that can make me money. Now you can sort by net profit. I find there's a Star Wars shower curtain that somehow Walmart picked up. You learn that like with some of these tools, Walmart and Toys R Us and Home Depot, like if something's popular, they'll put it at the bottom of the website. So the cool thing here is you pick up on something that you weren't even looking for at all. This costs $12 from Walmart. It's selling for $29 on Amazon. You should make $13 on it, according to this.
There you guys go, Bolo.
Bolo, check out the Star Wars R2-D2 shower curtain. That or the Star Wars Silk Throw, but that's actually probably not actually going to make you $6 on a $14 item. The other one that's kind of cool, check out the Star Wars bath mat. $12, selling for $22. Not a huge profit, but a little bit of something every now and again.
Yeah. One thing about OEX you got to look at, a lot of times the listings will be different though. Like
oh yeah, like I just have it.
Like if it's multi-packs, it won't list multi-packs and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I just had it set to compare the current store. I just check that box, see how all these other stores come up.
Yeah.
So it'll actually go out if you just search something on Toys R Us's website. Barnes & Noble actually has this for cheaper. Sometimes their photos aren't available though, or like Kmart.com has this cheaper than Toys R Us does. So it's kind of cool toy. Blech.
Cool tool.
You can go out to this buy list. This is pretty cool. You can see some of the stuff that's on my buy list and compete against me. Go for it. I have like some Star Wars. Oops. Go back to that. Some Star Wars stuff. Some random tool stuff. It's kind of fun. It's really fun. You can go out and just literally sit on Walmart and just look up toys for like hours. Too. It works on eBay too. I don't use it on eBay. I don't like sourcing from eBay. You can. It's totally worth it. But like, I'll show you what Chris was making.
Use video games on the.
Oh, heck yeah! But check out like
Mike in
I
the
know
chat
one.
said, look up pet stuff,
Pet stuff.
pet supplies.
Pet supplies. Go for it. Do it from Walmart. We'll do one from Target too, because I'll show you guys like the trick I use to get through it faster. And I can say, oh, I do know what Target's return shipping policy is. Thanks, Target. Pet supplies. So you can go out to like a couple different websites and just spend a couple minutes and say, small pet supplies. I want to know. Maybe my cat needs some new treats. Sure. It's really cool because normally you would have to go out and look at this each one yourself. There's 2 pages here, so I can just say, I want to load that page. I'm going to go down to the bottom, load page 2 in a new window, in a new tab, and then load OA X-ray on it. So you can switch back and forth. That's kind of the cool thing. Target's website's not working. I'm not having good luck here. But, like, just go out to this pet supplies, say, I want to look at rollbacks. Why not? Everybody likes some clearance. But yeah, this is kind of what I do some of my time. I don't do a ton of OA at any given time just because there can be some different things going on. But I'll show you like what Chris was talking about earlier. See here where it says this is $1.52 at Target and $32 on Amazon. Number one, it has a terrible rank, but that's besides the point. The one on Amazon, it's 10 of these from Walmart or from Target to make up that $32. So sometimes you can still buy them, like $11. You'd still make probably $11 net profit. You're not doing half bad. It's just 195,000 in pets, and that's just a.
But I was gonna
junky
also
rank.
add to this. What I do, like when I use it, I'll highlight the ASIN, and you open up your inventory lab and go underneath Scout on inventory lab, copy and paste the ASIN, and then you can get your exact line it up.
Yeah, because I'll say the other thing, like I said a little bit previously, you'll notice that their calculations for what you should be getting isn't quite right. It's kind of junky. Their math is kind of estimates. But yeah, just like Chris said, you can come in here and just say, okay, I like this ASIN. I'm going to pop it in here and see what I would get if it cost me $11 to go get it.
Yep.
I would actually make $11. Yeah. There's actually some pretty good stuff in pets. You just got to be careful with your ranks. If you go too high, too low, it can be something where you just get stuck at the bottom and you're sort of stuck for a while on things. Like this is a 10-pack, so that'd be $33. That takes out most of your profit. Once again, that's a 10-pack. That's 117,000 in pets. Not great, not terrible. It's a 6-pack. Sometimes worth it. It's a 4-pack, so not worth it. Just a matter of going through and like looking at what different things are out there. Sometimes you can get more creative. Like this one's actually, wow. It's actually pretty good. You'd make $320 on each of those. It's 5,000 in pets,
That's
that's actually really good. So everybody go buy this ASIN.
good.
Don't
Does
even know where it is.
net profit calculate like the fees and everything already?
Yeah, so check this out. If I could switch back to X-ray, I see it's $7.99 at Target. I say okay.
Yeah, see, don't those look like 2 different pictures though?
Different zoom angles.
See what I'm
Nope,
saying?
it's the same. It's the same thing. They might have taken a different picture, but it's both 16 ounce. It's the same thing. Seafood medley flavor. A lot of it's just sort of guesstimating and looking at things side by side because you make about 34%. Not bad.
Yeah,
Easy thing to add onto your shopping cart and shopping list.
yeah.
But
Anything under 45,000 in pets is beneath the 5%. So
yeah, look at that. And you're not competing with Amazon here. Oh, wait, you are. Never mind. You are competing with Amazon, but yeah, that's what they've been doing the last little while. I have a keep a graph there, just hanging out. You can see the statistics on the last couple drops. It's just a matter of going in and saying, do I want to get in there? Do I not want to get in there? And then, yeah, you see that it's 4,000 pets. That's a beautiful rank. Like Chris
yeah,
said,
so
about anything under 50,000, I buy. Anything above 50,000, unless I'm getting a really good deal, I just sort of stay away from.
Is that in every category?
Not every category. I know Chris was talking right at the start about arbitrage dashboard. I
Yeah.
use a different method that I'll show you guys. So, and because I only buy in a few categories, I'm kind of lazy, and this works plain out right. So if you want to know like baby stuff, you just put a close bracket and then open bracket in just like that. I can hit enter, and I can see there's 1.38 million listings. That's all I have to do in order to figure out what the top 10% is. And I want to stay under the top 10%. So 138,000 in baby is where to stay at. It's another way of doing it. I'm a numbers person, so I don't mind the extra steps. Arbitrage dashboard's a cool way of doing it. But yeah, you just gotta get creative too with OA X-ray because a lot of other people will do exactly what I'm showing you. The biggest things I'll show you that save me a ton of time are like going out. I'll show you Walmart real quick again. You go out to Walmart and just say, I want to look at all sorts of toys. I don't care what it is. I just want to scan through as much as I can and see what sticks. So I'm just going to say Star Wars. And there's a ton of Star Wars stuff, like everything Star Wars. Not only toys, but like bath mats and like just bunches and bunches of Star Wars stuff. So I start the search, and I'll just go down to the bottom here and just go. You see there's like 25 pages. Open new tabs for all of these windows. Oops, that's not what I want to do.
I don't know how anybody can enjoy OA.
Oh, I like this. I don't know. I like it and I don't like it because you don't have to go anywhere. So there's the nice of that, especially for those of us that live in cold weather where roads are miserable.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a nice alternative, but it's good and bad. It's just a matter of sifting through data, and you have to have the right personality for it. If you don't like to do it, I tell people don't do it. Don't waste your time. But at the same time, you'll see stuff in here like Walmart has this for $89, and it's selling for $129. You only make $9, but it might give you an idea to look for something else. It's just all a matter of that sort of an idea. Oh, check it out. $99 Stormtrooper going for $180. Ooh, $26 return. It's just a matter of what you want to do. And a lot of this comes like with stuff too, like cashback portals, and you have to sort of be crafty when you're doing it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
You just have to be crafty, you have to be willing to do it, and you have to go out there and hit it. It's just a matter of going for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I do this a lot just because I sit at work all day on the phone with.
I just
Yeah,
don't
check
like
out my
waiting.
tax software. You don't like waiting?
Yeah.
That's
Or
why
or the
I'm
product.
switching back between like 4 and 5 things, man. That's why I don't like waiting either. I just let all these pages load. I go back and I look
No,
at
no, no,
something
no, no. I'm
else.
talking about waiting for the actual product to come in the mail.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the best part. You can go out and say, I do a lot of store pickup with
I have
Walmart.
to go out. Yeah, I do store pickups too, but for a lot of the stuff, I just don't like waiting.
You just don't like waiting. I can't fix that problem. I
But it
tried.
doesn't matter. I mean, I'm gonna order anyway, but I'm just saying I couldn't do that full time. Money's too slow.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, what's up, man?
Hey, how's
What's up,
everybody
guys?
doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Oh.
That's
You
good.
gotta stop sharing now, because that's getting
I love that. Love that
Flippy.
tutorial. That was really cool. I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah.
Have you used that before?
I have not, but I've fiddled with it. I haven't used it myself personally. So I like all the functions that Ryan pointed out. That you've got that down to a science there, my friend. Nice job.
Oh, thanks. It's not really something I was planning on, but I was like, somebody was asking about it, so I know it'll get recorded. Why not show off some of the stuff? I think it's really cool, and I'll say that the people that make the software, they're really responsive when you have ideas, so that's the other nice thing if you ever do use it.
What's the cost on that, Ryan?
It's a little expensive. It's about $99 a month, but
Wow.
you can come and go. So if there's some months where you don't want it, or there's some months like you do,
Well, and
turn
you
it
can
on
find
and off.
you can find a bunch of replenishables off of it, and then
Yeah.
step out of it.
Come back.
Run the play, wash, rinse, repeat, as Dan Maters always says.
Come back every 2-3 months.
Get some new replens. Find some new replens. I like it. That's good.
Turned it on for Cyber Monday.
Oh, I loved it for Cyber Monday. I loved the entire Q4. It was an awesome tool. It still is. I just don't. I do tax work at work all day, so it's our busy season now. I just don't have much time to just sit around in it compared to like the fall.
So, how you been, Robert? It's been a while since.
It has been a while. Thanks for inviting me. I'm sorry I came on late. I had some entertaining to do out in Nashville tonight. So
Oh, Nashville. Nice.
yeah. Went to a honky tonk bar and listened to some authentic honky tonk.
Yeah, they have. We went there. On Broadway, they had there's one bar that like stays open all day and night. A karaoke bar. Wannabes is what it's called.
Yeah, wannabes. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool place.
Yeah, I hired a new sales rep, and I'm having him travel with me just to learn the ropes, and I had to take him out to Broadway tonight. So
Nice.
good stuff. But
How you feeling?
I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. Hey, Mike, I saw Mike came on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike
my.
deserves
Let me
some.
see that.
What's up,
Let me
Mike?
see that beard, Mike.
There it is.
Oh man! Now, are you winding it and like braiding it and?
No.
No.
None of that, no. Just letting it grow.
Okay. All right. No beads. You're not going to do the bead thing or anything.
Oh, no, none of that.
Come on now.
Mike, I just took it off. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I had it on for like 3 weeks. It was like, no.
beard?
Yeah, the full thing.
I think if he braided it and then maybe put some beads in it, I think that would be really cool.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Mine, it's gonna take me forever to get that long.
Fire red. I think, dipping in some hot sauce, or maybe getting like some hair dye.
That's funny. No, I'm feeling better, Chris. Thanks for asking. I'll just warn all of you, I'm probably the oldest person on this Hangout. So at 47 and a half years old, my body finally cried uncle with this whole Amazon shifting and throwing and, slinging boxes around and hauling them down to my basement, processing them, hauling the monster boxes up, putting them in a Yukon, bringing them to the UPS store, unloading them, bring them in, wash, rinse, repeat. You got to be careful. So, it's that, and I started a weight training program about 6 months ago, so I was putting a lot, I was just extending my margins in many parts of my life way too much, and like I say, my body cried uncle, and so there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, Glad you're doing better, man. How's Amazon going for you?
It's good. You know, my physical therapist put me on injured reserve, so I actually had to have my wife and kids unload some of my bulky stuff because you know I sell a lot of bulky stuff. I sell a lot of paper goods and
Yeah.
heavy bags of coffee and you know those products are doing well. Thanks for asking. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, and I finally feel like I've figured out a few things that I can run over and over and run those plays. You know, part time now, but in all retail arb. I'm with Chris, Ryan. I am not the numbers guy. I'm not the guy to sit there and fiddle with software programs and packages.
That's
actually
what I
drives
got,
me.
you know.
I mean, but I say that, but I mean, you watched one of my videos where I had is it Quincy Lynn on, and I mean, for about 2 months straight, that's all I did is run those shoe lists online, and that's all online arbitrage. You know, and I probably spent 40 grand just fiddling with that idea. And I learned a lot. And again, the rebates are great. You're right. Those Ebates checks that come in that are $500, $600, $800. But I'm with Chris. I'm a retail arb guy. Always have been. I love and I think someone else was it Grindhard. You were saying, hey, I don't like to wait. I'm impatient. I like to go, touch, feel, and I'm kind of blue collar in that way. Which is probably why I'm on injured reserve. So again, if you were to take that model, Ryan, and then send it to a fulfillment house and never even touch it, I mean, then you really got something that you could duplicate over and over and scale it up. Obviously, funds are limited. I don't know about you guys, but there's only so much money you can play with on these things. Mm-hmm. But truly, online arbitrage is the best leverage you can get, because when you start retail arbing, unless you're hiring people, you're really trading. You're punching a time clock. You're trading time for dollars, and that is not scalable. That is limited because you can only do so much, and then you're waiting in lines, and you're driving and unloading. It eats into the margins. So, here's the thing. What if you could mix it? And that's what someone like Dan Maters figured out. That's what Sam Cohen figured out. They figured out how to mix that, and then you throw in private label and you throw in wholesaling, and so that's where having a nice mix really balances out an FBA business nicely. I think, Mike, you're doing international, right? Are you still doing that?
Yeah. I'm tweaking this year I tweaked my business model around a little bit, but yeah, I'm doing international.
And you're not touching much there. I mean, are you just kind of sending products from point A to point B?
Yeah, when we first started, we were doing RA, and I would just, go from, I have my VA search the retail online arbitrage for me. I'd buy it and send it straight to my guy, Greg, who does the FBA UK pack and prep. He sends it out, so I don't even touch it. So, but now we're getting into wholesale now over there, so that's going. We got some wholesale exclusive accounts that we got set up. So.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
That's really cool. And I love Chris's model. He buys stuff for 25 cents and flips it for $60. I mean, that's a pretty cool model.
Now, only if I could find $100,000 of the 25-cent items.
Yeah. It's. I love it. It's just like where I'm at in my job. I have a few thrift shops by my job that we stop at, and then we'll go out on the weekend at Goodwills and stuff like that. I love thrifting. I'm going to continue doing it, but I'm just doing it now to get my capital up.
Yeah.
So I can start buying a lot bigger shipments and then keep going.
It's a great way to build capital, like you said, and if you keep reinvesting that capital, then you can get into more of some of the higher-end retail arbitrage type things, and one thing leads to another. But you're really carving out a nice niche for yourself, Chris, because now you've got that eye. I would almost love to. I don't know if you have any videos of you're doing this, but you can walk in and literally within minutes you can tell, oh, I can buy that and flip it. I can, you know,
Yeah.
you're learning that.
Yeah, it took a while, but yeah, I mean, I just started doing books about 4 or 5 months ago as well. I've never messed with books, and I didn't realize there was so much money in books.
Oh
But
yeah.
but yeah, I'm starting to find some good places that have tons of books, and you know, like the thrift shop by my job that I walk to sometimes on my lunch, they have paperbacks $5 or $4. You know, you can't beat that. So
Yeah, paperbacks are good.
yeah, I mean, I noticed paperbacks sell better than hardcover. So
Say that again.
I've noticed that paperbacks sell better than hardcovers do. That's at least what I've found.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy it. You know, my plan this year, I want to have multiple streams of income. That's why, you know, last year I was like, oh, I want to quit my job. I want to do this full time. But, you know, I got to thinking, I was like, you know, my job is another stream of income.
Amen.
And I'm still doing this. And, you know, me and Jessica, for the last few years, we've been wanting to start up a silk screening company. And so that's my goal this year, is to scale this business, you know, at least 4 times what I did last year, and
Heck
start
yeah.
another business, you know, doing our silk screening. That's my goal this year. So.
Should be keeping an eye out on motorcycles right now, man.
Oh yeah, motorcycles. Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
good.
and stuff like that. Like, I've been talking to people that one of my customers at my job, he actually does eBay full time, but he does Craigslist and stuff, and he's going out and flipping cars. You know, he's like, yeah, I've sold 2 or 3 cars this week, and you know, he's like, all I did was I just kept selling until I got the capital to buy this car. I bought it for you know, $1,200, and then I sold it for $3,000, and then now he's, you know, selling a few cars a week. So it's kind of neat, just different ways to have income, and you know, I'm not so much anymore of I want to quit my day job anymore.
Good.
I'm more like, how can I pull in some more money?
I like it. I
So-
like it. Too many. I was one of those that left my job way too early, and I would recommend anybody getting their Amazon business. I mean, once your Amazon business is exceeding what you're making in your job, then you've really got to consider at that point, okay, do I leave this? Because if I'm spending, you know, 30% of my time and my revenues and my profits are actually rising above my income at my job, then you really got to consider that. But until that point, I think you're right. I think that's another stream of income. Now, sometimes in some cases like Mike's, you don't have a choice, and so you can either go get another job, or if you've got your Amazon business ramped up and you want to ramp it up higher, then you go full time. Because so certain circumstances, like if you lost your job tomorrow, Chris, you'd probably go get another job.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't support your family with, you know, with the Amazon thing.
Yeah.
And so I am, you know me now enough to know I'm an advocate of stay with the job as your steady stream of income.
Yeah.
And then I look at Amazon and my book publishing too as what I would call a monetized hobby.
Yeah. There
So
you
put
go.
some food stamps on Amazon, man.
Yeah, I mean, the book, that's something else I'd love to get into. It's just, I don't know. I guess I don't have the time to learn how to do that. Maybe not like I want to do it, but I guess I don't have the passion enough to put in the hard work to do it, you know?
Well, if your passion is silk screening, then and you've only got limited amount of time, obviously you're going to keep thrifting.
Yeah.
You're gonna go work your full-time job. You got a family.
Yeah.
That needs your time. So then you got to decide, okay, where's my passion? And if it's not in publishing books, then don't mess with publishing books.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to have, and if I do let go of my day job, I would rather have, you know, another business besides Amazon, because, I mean, just nothing gold can stay, as they say, you know. You know, I'm always optimistic like that. You know, what happens this, and you know, it'd be different if it was me by myself, but got a family to take care of. I gotta think of them first.
It's
And,
funny because hearing Robert say that and you say that, one of the people, well, I guess I call him my friend, somebody I know who I
Hopefully,
went.
you're watching this replay, man.
I don't know. I told him to watch this replay. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hi, Brandon, if you're watching this. But I told him to watch this today because he went full time. He had been working a retail job for a little bit, and he has a college degree in this and that. But so he's doing Amazon full time. But it's just like, so have you thought of this, or have you talked to an accountant about that, or have you done this, or have you thought about how you're going to pay estimated taxes yet? A lot of the things that people are like, oh, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really, really well. I have enough money to live off of. And then 6 months, a year comes down, they're like, oh, I didn't know I had to pay this $8,000 tax bill, or that I was supposed to be paying it all along, or what's sales tax? I thought that's what I paid when I went to the grocery store.
Didn't you say you have like $24,000 tax?
Oh, my federal tax bill is like, it's funny that Robert said that, because when I look at my W-2 income and my Amazon income, well, at least according to what my tax return says, because I work in tax return software all day, so I just mocked it up. My Amazon income is about 45%, almost double what my W-2 income is. But yeah, my tax bill is $28,391 on the federal side, and almost $4,000 to the state.
Yeah.
So taxes are a huge thing. Talking to a CPA is something that I've hammered home on a lot of these. If this is your first time watching and you want to grow this business long term, talk to a CPA early on. It will pay benefits very, very much.
Well, there's a lot of transactions that go on in any kind of online e-commerce business. So you've got, a lot of minutia around the spending you do. And I actually now have a virtual assistant that basically balances my expenditures with my bank statement and then hands that to my CPA. Folks, if you're going into business, it's serious stuff. You really got to be committed. You got to, and so there's a real cost to doing it right. And if you don't want to do it right, then go punch a time clock and don't mess with this. If you want to be in business, then do it right so that you can set up a sustainable model that you can do year after year. But get ready, because you're going to have to mess with the taxes and the government and the accounting, and you're going to spend thousands of dollars just to track your expenses and your income if you're doing it right.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I've had to sit with multiple meetings with my CPA and teach them what I do, because they don't get it, they don't understand it, they're not sure how to reconcile it, and it's taken me a year and a half just to get to the point now where I think I'm going to have a pretty smooth 2015 tax return time or season, and it was bloody getting to this point. It's not fun, and I hate that part of the business. I'm not like Ryan. I don't want bean counting. I think it's a waste of my time, but I've got to do it. And so if I don't do it, I've got to outsource it, and if I outsource it, I got to pay somebody to do it.
No one is going to want to know your numbers more than you are going to want your numbers.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what your numbers are and somebody else, like a CPA, asks you, they're going to charge you a heck of a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Anyways,
yeah. I'm not looking forward to the whole CPA thing, but
you shouldn't be
supposed to
too
be doing
bad
it here within the next week or two, getting all set up. So
the sooner the better. If you wait till April 8th or March 27th to go to a CPA for a April 15th tax return, they are not going to be too happy with you, and they might charge you more, or just tell you it's not going to be done till May.
You have to file an extension.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get it done before the end of the month. So, because I already got my W-2 for my day job. So.
Did you really? Wow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah, they. I mean, she pays a company to file all of our stuff. So yeah, it was ready actually on the 5th.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope I didn't scare anybody. Actually, you know what? I hope I did.
I hope you did too. I want to scare people.
I truly do
really
because
do.
I care about all you guys on this Hangout, and I just hope that you put some consideration to it as much as you put into your sourcing and flipping. You've got to put enough of that, at least initially.
You should have gave that advice to Evander Holyfield.
Well, I mean, once you get a system down, then you're good, right? I mean, right? Because it's like anything. You just keep repeating it. But I can tell you with these e-commerce businesses, there's a lot of complexity to it. It's not that simple. So it did take me a while to get a system down. And again, I'll probably report back to you how this went this year with the virtual assistant, reconciling my expenses with my bank statement. That I wouldn't want to do that. I mean,
didn't you do one of your videos I watched a long time ago? Didn't you do TaxJar?
I did. Yeah, I used TaxJar for sales tax.
Okay.
Now that's different than federal taxes, right?
Different than income taxes. A lot of people, like I think you were about to go into, say or think that sales tax and income tax are the same thing.
And again, TaxJar is a virtual assistant service that basically tracks with Amazon perfectly, and it knows exactly how much you owe in the states that you are, certified to resell in. If you go through that process, TaxJar will tell you need to do every state that Amazon has a fulfillment center. Obviously, they're trying to sell you the service, so that makes sense to them. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but it's a great service. They file for me. At the beginning, I was filing every month and every quarter and trying to keep up with all that. Oh my goodness! For I think $30 a month, they take care of it, and it's well worth the money. Well worth the money.
Yeah, I looked into that. But I mean, I kept hearing different stories from different people. They're like, you're only supposed to file for the state that you live in. But
CPA.
Yeah, CPA. We won't get all into taxes.
Well, a CPA is going to charge you way too much to do your sales tax returns. That's why I love TaxJar. TaxJar does it for like pennies on the dollar compared to what a CPA would charge you to track and pay those returns for, if they even would do that. What's nice about TaxJar is they're e-commerce minded, and so they get it and they know how to do it, and they've scaled it up, so it's pretty cool. So, well, you got a good memory, Chris. I did that video.
Told you, man. I mean, there's only, when I started wanting to do this, there's only a few people who I watched, and I mean, you were one of them. So
I'm sorry about that.
No, I mean, I liked it. Like I mainly only watched you and the Gilmans.
The Gilmans. Oh my goodness! Wow. Yeah, Caesar, listen, I got a private message from Cesar Gomez. I haven't heard from him in months. He said, "Hey, remember when we were, really cool and did those, those hangouts and the RV3 show? I miss those days. And now we're just, has-beens, I think was his word." And he was kind of, kind of reminiscing. I said, "Oh, dude, we just kind of went our own ways. It's okay. It's all good,
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed all the YouTube. It's just, I wish I could make that many videos and stuff. Like, in fact, like I said, let me see if I can unplug this. This was inspired by your videos. I have my little board.
Oh, wow, the whiteboard, nice.
Yeah.
Let me see that. But let's take a look at what you got. Give us a little tutorial off your whiteboard, Chris.
Well, I didn't add my shipment that I did yesterday, but I've showed this before. Like, I have my goals set. I have like shipping goals. Let's see if you guys can see it. I got shipping goals for this month.
All right. What's the 337? What's that?
That's how much in value I've shipped. Well, I haven't added the one that I shipped yesterday. but I want to ship in value of products 5,000 this month. I shipped yesterday. I think it's worth $400 something. So I still have over 4,000 worth of stuff I want to ship to meet my goal. Then
Okay.
I have a profit goal.
Uh-huh.
You know how it tells you how much your profit is on each shipment on Inventory Lab.
Mm-hmm.
So I want $1,300 worth of profit this month.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
yeah, I got to update this stuff. But I have my last month's what I did last month in sales, and then my goal for this month, and then I write down my shipments, what date I did it on, what the value was, and what the profit was.
What'd you do last month? What was that number?
22.
Nice.
Yeah, 22.37. So,
Not bad.
you know, I had it set up differently a few months ago, but it wasn't working. But since I set it up this way, it's been helping a lot with sales and stuff. So, before I wasn't paying too much attention to the profit. I was just making a sales goal, which if you're not paying attention to what you're actually sending in, there's no use of it, you know. So like profit's the thing that makes you money, not sales. So I'm focusing more on profit and amount of items that I'm shipping out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need any more practice on how to do this, so it'd be nice to make a profit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on is just my profit goals. So yeah,
Does
that board was inspired by the RB3 board.
Sweet.
What's up, Mike?
Does that change because you use a repricer?
What's that? The profit?
Yeah. Don't it just kind of go up and down? That's just kind of an idea of what you.
Yeah, that's a goal of how much profit I want to make this month. Like right now, in profit on Inventory Lab, I think I'm at $387 this month so far.
Nice.
But I've only spent on items that have sold only like $80. So
nice.
It's helped out a lot to have a profit goal instead of just a sales goal, because sales are going to fluctuate up and down, and a lot of times the people are paying attention to the sales, they're not knowing exactly how much profit they're making, and that's really the only money that counts is how much money you're making for yourself.
That's why I don't really pay attention when people post their sales for the week or the month, because you don't know what percentage you're actually working with.
Yeah.
I'll share mine since I post stuff. I'm at 21.12% this month, which totals out to $4,227.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's what I'm hoping to be at, But I've got to keep my profit things going, and I mean that's this month. I mean last month my profit shipments, I think we shipped out like $1,200 worth of stuff for profit. So usually, how I do these numbers is most of the stuff will sell within 2 months. So I mean, stuff that didn't sell in the last 2 weeks, it's eventually going to sell. And I mean, I'm gonna start with this YouTube channel at the end of the month, like I did last month. I'm gonna kind of show what I did for the whole month, and maybe it will inspire some people.
You're gonna do some more thrift and haul videos?
Yeah, I want to. Just my phone. My phone is really bad. My phone is not a good phone at all. I need a better phone to do videos with, but yeah.
I got a quick question.
Definitely.
On Amazon to Seller Central, when you guys list your products, it asks you for like a sales tax thing. Do you guys put a sales tax there?
Yes, if I paid that.
I think there is a code that you're supposed to put in there. My phone is not a good phone at all. I need a better phone to do videos with. Yep.
So when you put the sales tax in there, it charges the customer that sales tax. You guys
instead of the auto. If
you guys put sales tax.
It will only charge them sales tax if you have put a sales tax ID number for the state that it's going to.
Okay.
You do that in your tax, what's it called, Ryan? The tax settings in your
tax settings in Seller Central. It literally is called tax settings.
Amazon's not going to charge sales tax on anything unless you have a sales tax ID in the state that product is going to, and if you program that in. And that's the data that tax jar pulls from.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I always click
Alright.
a sales tax category when I'm doing an initial listing. And I'll typically go general, general clothing, general. I don't know. I usually hit the generals. On
Yeah,
those
if you
categories.
want Amazon to always collect tax on it, no matter what, AGen tax always collects tax. It's always taxable. AGen no tax is always non-taxable.
Yeah. The worst thing you could possibly do is charge sales tax in a state and not file.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's the worst thing. Because then
Don't do
then
that.
you're robbing the state. So that won't happen though unless you go into the tax settings, and then let's say you're selling in New Jersey. And so you go into the tax setting, and there's the 52 states. You go into all the states that the fulfillment centers are in. And then let's say it's New Jersey. You click New Jersey, and then first of all you have to go to New Jersey and go, can I please get a tax ID? They're probably going to charge you $50. It's going to take you 3 weeks or a month. Then you'll get your sales tax certificate in that state, and then you go into Amazon and then you put that number in there. Once that's in there, and you click save at the bottom. Click save at the bottom. Did I say click save at the bottom? Yes, click save at the bottom because I've not done that before and gotten burned. Make sure you click save at the bottom. Then, and we could do a tutorial or a screen share, and Ryan probably could do it better than I could. But then at that point, Amazon, something goes into New Jersey, Amazon's going to charge sales tax, and it's going to go to that number, and then now you're going to be liable to repay New Jersey. But they'll collect that sales tax, so it's in your payout.
Mine is like a 3% fee, if I remember right. I'm in my friend's account right now, so you're probably like, why don't I have any numbers filled out? But
so all those states on the left are all the states that Amazon has fulfillment centers in.
So if you I live in Florida, so I'll click Florida, and I'll put my reseller's license number in there, right?
Yep.
But you said I need one for every state that a fulfillment center's in?
No. I'm not saying that. I would not go on record as saying that. I think TaxJar would say that. But you certainly want to start out in the state that you have a tax ID in, because you're obligated. Let's say you're going to Walmart and you're tax exempt, right? Because you're using your Florida state sales tax, right? Which you should be doing, because Walmart allows that. And all of the wholesale stores allow that. That's why they're wholesale. Sam's, Costco, and BJ's, you can all buy tax exempt with those numbers. Now, those are the state, so now you definitely want to be charging sales tax as well, so that you're reimbursing the state back. Because the state could go back and do an audit and go, wait a minute, you've been using your sales tax ID number at Walmart and BJ, because guess what? That's tracked somehow, because they're punching that number in every time. You want to make sure you're offsetting that by sending in a return and sending them money at the very least, what you're charging for. So yeah, did I answer your question?
Yeah, John.
Because this is stuff that we don't talk about. We talk about how to retail arbitrage, how to find stuff online, but you could be good and golden and have $20,000 in profits for the year, and next thing you know, you owe $47,000 because you just been misusing your taxes and everything else.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
This is more important than finding a product, because if you find a product, sell it, and you mess up on your taxes, you're gonna owe more than you pay for the product.
Yes, that depends how you spend your money too.
I didn't hear you, Kev.
I said that depends how you spend your money too.
It is, but it's stuff that you have to talk about though, because a lot of people don't know. I didn't know about it. I'm glad I asked, because
talking taxes with strangers is, I've got to talk to a professional.
I'll post generalities.
We can sit here and shoot the shit about it, but
I'll post generalities, but honestly, the best advice I give every single person I talk to, because I talk to a lot of people about this. I understand more than most people, which doesn't mean much, but I work with CPAs all day. A lot of people are either afraid of CPAs or think they're going to do something to their business. Really, a CPA wants you to be their client because they're afraid that their clients are going to fire them. Most of their CPAs I talk to are afraid of their clients being mad or upset or whatever, which I can also see that. But really, you just got to be honest with people and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do in the future. This is where I want to go. How can you help me get there paying the least legally acceptable tax possible? And how do I get set up the right way? That's it. It's a simple enough question. There's going to be a lot of answers, but a CPA, they go to school for it. They take continuing education. They know how to help people.
My question for you is, what do you think's a nice rate for a CPA? Like, I've never had to get one, but I want to know. I want to get one.
Depends on your business structure. Depends on what your engagement letter with the CPA says that they're going to do for you. If they're just going to do your tax return, depends on what form. A 1040, depending on the area you live in my opinion, shouldn't cost more than $600. Your CPA may have a different opinion, and they're welcome to it. But I don't think a 1040 return should ever cost over $600 unless there's like 8,000 rental properties and 10,000 different businesses going on, but that's another story. Now, if you're like a different entity, like a corporation or an LLC, you're probably looking at, just for a tax return, anywhere between $500 to $1,500. Depends on where you live, once again. Depends on how much it costs. Cost of living, a lot of different things, how complex you are. Plus, CPAs really make most of their money, at least the ones that are halfway decent, consulting. And they should charge hourly for it. They should. Some don't, which is good for you, bad for them. But the ones that do charge hourly charge probably $200 an hour.
That's how much. That's how much money Chris Piles makes at the thrift stores when he flips his 25-cent.
Exactly.
cars
I mean, when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Let me go sell 10 books to pay for a CPA.
Well, hopefully I blew your guys' mind. I gotta go. I'm at 7% battery and I have to be up at 6:45. So wonderful
Ryan, good
talking to
talking to you,
everybody.
man.
All right, Ryan, man.
Yeah.
You're
All right,
right.
Ryan. Take care, man. Good seeing you.
Good
We have,
seeing you guys.
We have Mikey who hopped into the chat. What's up, Mikey?
Yo, hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Here, let me see if my is my camera good?
Now we see you.
Nice. Yeah, man. Dude, I've been following your show forever. It's awesome.
Thanks, man. I've been seeing your comments, man. I'm glad you made it to.
Hey, I see you went to the MXPX concert, huh?
Yeah. My buddy plays in the band, so we try to.
That's awesome. Yeah, I used to listen to them all the time.
Yeah.
But no, anyways, yeah, your group's awesome. I probably started following it maybe in July, and then I got caught. I went and watched all the old ones before that, and I've seen them all. There's nuggets of information in all of them.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Man, I gotta pay homage to RV3 on this. Like I said, I wouldn't be doing this if he didn't do his RV3 show. So, you know,
It's pretty dope.
it's pretty cool, man. So how long you been selling FBA?
You know, I've got like 8 months in, but I'm pretty computer savvy, so I caught on pretty quick, and I'm actually starting to get into private labeling this month. I wanted to get into it last year, but when I wanted to get into it is during Q4, and I was too focused on RA for Q4 to really start getting samples of products and stuff.
Do you do it full time or?
No, I do marketing for a company, but I would like to do it full time, but then again, like I like that job security because
Exactly. Yeah.
it's to spend it and that was your only income, you're screwed. But
Yeah,
it's a nice for sure side income, and I can see it go and then some. But for the meantime, it's just a side thing.
Yeah, we have a few full timers on here. I think Mike is. We got how many mics do we have? 3 mics on here now.
We do.
I'm actually going to ASD. I already got my badge, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think Kevin and Mike are going to that.
Oh,
Kevin,
right
you
on.
going, right?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Ryan's going too.
yeah, Ryan's going too.
I mean, it's
I'll go
Vegas.
eventually. I haven't hit the wholesale side yet. I do want to get into that because, I've talked to Mike about it a lot, and I don't know, he gets me pumped up about it every time we talk about it, but I just haven't made the steps to do it yet.
Yeah. For me, Vegas is only a 4-hour drive, so it's doable.
Where do you live, Mikey?
I'm in Dallas, so it costs me like $1,000 to get out that way.
I'm in Southern California.
In LA area?
Pretty much, yeah, in LA County for sure, off the 210 freeway.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you're in my neck of the woods. I think I talked to you, didn't I? Was that you?
I think so. Did you say you're in Ontario?
Yeah, that area.
Yeah, you're right up the street from me, basically.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
I get with you.
yeah, totally.
You guys could carpool to ASD.
Yeah, like I would like to go to ASC. It's just it would cost me too much to something I'm not that interested in yet. I will be interested in it, but just not yet. Like I'm pretty sure that it's not just stuff for Amazon. Like I was saying, I want to get into the screen printing and stuff. I'm sure there's like T-shirt wholesalers and stuff there.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff there, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see, is there anybody else in the chat? Man, we're going on 2 hours again.
There you go.
we were just doing an hour shows, but like the last 3 weeks have been like 2 hours long.
It's that taxes.
Yeah, it's the taxes.
Everybody's stressing it. Y'all can't quit talking about it.
Yeah, I'm not stressing it, honestly. You got to do what you got to do.
I ain't stressing it either. I know you got to save some of that money. You can't be spending it all. In fact, I don't spend any of it. But
Yeah.
You need tax liabilities. You could write off as much as you can, so you don't have to pay nothing.
Exactly. This ain't my first rodeo. I was doing business before FBA.
Get a Prius.
There you go. Yeah. Get a Prius.
I drove one of those when I went to San Antonio last weekend. I've never drove one, but man, that thing. We put almost 700 miles on the thing, and we only paid $24 in gas. Like, oh my god, never seen anything like that.
Hybrid Prius.
Yeah.
Might have to invest. Might trick it out. I don't know.
Man,
It was cool, man. I liked it, but
I'm too old to care about what I drive. I just use it for tax reasons.
yeah.
All I need is a big van, man.
I was going to say, how much stuff can you put in a Prius when you're retail arbing?
I need a big.
Not too much, man.
Yeah, right.
All I need is one of them U-Haul vans.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos. People are doing that. They're going and getting a U-Haul for the day and filling it up. And
why not? If you can't afford to, get a big cargo van or like me, I got a used Yukon XL. Obviously, it was 2004, but I got it for like $13,500. It had low miles on it, and those things just run, and they drive beautifully like a limousine. It's basically it's the same thing as a Suburban extended Yukon XL. And man, when you put the seats down and stuff, of course, most minivans can fit. If my wife's Honda Odyssey, actually, we measured it, actually has more volume and space than my Yukon XL, which I felt really puny about, but
Yeah, we get those Yukons at my job.
Yeah.
But
and they're inexpensive used, but you try to buy a new Denali Yukon, it's 70 grand.
Yeah, I was telling Jessica that like if we ever went that route of getting a bigger vehicle to go sourcing and stuff, I was telling like a minivan. I'm not gonna drive a minivan, but I mean these town and countries, where the seats will fold down flat.
You can fit a lot of stuff in those.
Yeah, it turned into like a cargo van, So,
We drive our Uplander.
Uplander, yeah, we used to.
Toyota.
Yeah, no, that's Chevy,
Yeah,
right?
Chevy.
Yeah.
Oh, Uplander. Okay. Oh, that's like the Venture. It's right. It's a minivan.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's a bigger truck than the Venture was. They don't make the Venture. Do they make the Uplander anymore?
No, they don't make the Uplander anymore. We used to get those at my job too. Those are nice. Dude, Mike, is that a snake around your neck, dude?
Oh, that's my Sookie right there, man. She loves the hug. And
Oh.
she's very friendly.
Nice.
I just saw his neck moving. I was like, I know that ain't his neck muscles moving.
Wow.
My daughter. She wanted we used to go to the park and so I could teach her how to find different plants and edibles and things like that. We go spot different animals and stuff like that. And she came across a king snake. And it was her first time running into a snake. And then a few months later, we asked her what she wanted for her birthday. That's what she wanted.
Wow.
I was like,
Man,
you sure?
I've calmed down a lot, but man, 2 years ago I'd be going to convulsions right now. I have a bad phobia of snakes, but yeah, man, they just I don't know how you do it, man. I couldn't even look at. We had one in our house like last year. It was like it was raining really bad outside, and we saw a cat over by the door, and then my wife screams, and I go over there. It's like a snake, it's a little garden snake or something. And I'm acting like it's some huge anaconda, I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And this little kitten, just goes over and just slaps it, and it kills it, man. I didn't know cats killed snakes like that.
Oh yeah, we got a cat too. It's very interesting when they're both in a room together.
Yeah. I mean, she killed. I mean, this was when she was a kitten too. She took care of the thing like 2 minutes.
With her paw? She do it with her paw?
Yeah, she stood up and just kind of boxed it,
Yeah.
And then she like grabbed it and like tossed it up in the air or something. I don't know what she did, but I was like, man, this cat's only 6 months old and has more courage than I do.
They say the house cat's the deadliest of all cats. Man.
Yeah,
There's
because
like 140 different species of creatures on a regular basis.
well, the thing started going towards my daughter's room, and that's when the daddiness kicked in on me, and I went over there. I had a broom, and I kind of slap shot it against the door, and then that's when the cat started taking care of it.
Phew, that's good.
Tag team.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna sign off here. It was good seeing y'all.
Robert, also, man, I wanted to publicly thank you, man, on what you did for me. In 2 days, man, it's gonna be 2 months. 2 months being sober. Robert, one night we got together and we took care of it. He's helped me a lot. Been a mentor for me, staying sober. So I just wanted to publicly thank you on that, man. I can't thank you enough on that.
You're welcome, and it's the power of God that's done in your life, and that's the key. So,
yeah. I appreciate that. So I just wanted to publicly thank you on that. And my wife, she's been, she comes up with different things to keep me going. Like my favorite food is lasagna, and she doesn't cook it often at all. And she's like, you know what? I tell you what, every month on the 13th is if you stay sober, you're gonna get lasagna that day. So, so
you will.
Yeah, between you and her, man, I got lasagna in my freezer right now. I'm waiting for Wednesday. But, man,
will.
I really appreciate that.
Anytime, brother.
All right.
All right. God bless you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Good one, Robert.
All right. Anyways, let's see.
Man, when we gonna get Ryan to do a full tutorial on sourcing, man?
Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, I still haven't got to, because people constantly changing how they do their business. Like Mike, man. When we first started talking, he did. I remember he's like, man, 90% of my stuff is used. It's thrifting, and now he's all wholesale. It's kind of cool how things shift like that. So
Well, I work a lot and stuff, so when I get home, like the way my hours are, when I get home, it's dark and it's late at night like this and stuff, and our
yeah,
Walmart's not 24/7. Most everything else is closing down. So I've
and
been
that's
looking more and more
insane to
into
me, man.
online.
Wow.
I noticed that, man. When I went up north, like Walmart's closing at midnight and stuff. I'm like, I'm walking in, they're like, we're closing. I'm like, what are you talking about? You closed a new Walmart. You're open 24/7. But yeah.
Ours made that policy when Katrina hit, and it just never
Oh.
changed over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Anyways, is there? Yeah, we're going up on 2 hours, guys. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Is there an easy button somewhere on Seller Central?
Yeah, it's
I haven't,
inventory.
honestly, I haven't seen all these other settings that everybody else knows about.
It's
So.
called inventorylab.com.
Hey, Chris, have you
There's for you too?
Hey, Chris, did you do your destroyed items report?
Yeah.
Did you get paid?
Oh yeah. I got about $200 back so far.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I did the destroyed and I did the lost report.
Yeah, the two. But yeah, I gotta go back and I went and I called and did the lost, but then me and the guy, he wanted to go through each, like 5 of them of the lost.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, Amazon found it, because like
Yeah.
they found it and all that. So like,
I did all mine through email, man, because I opened the chat and they're like, well, just email us this, and it's better for me to keep it on record like that. So I sent them like 20 different emails, whatever I had to do with these ASINs and transaction IDs, and they answered me back within like 10 hours.
Yeah, I got to go change back for that destroyed
And
stuff.
what they probably do, they probably steal it from someone else's inventory and be like, oh no, we found it.
Yeah, a couple of them, they're like, oh, this was found on this date, this was found on this date, but I mean, it works out for me because the item is back in my inventory, so but it's gonna help me out this next disbursement because yeah, that's $200, man. I can do a lot with $200.
Is it more than what you pay for the items?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Most
a lot
likely they'll pay you a little more than what you
They
pay.
may destroy some of my stuff.
Dude, I mean, I can't think of any item in my inventory that cost over $7.
That's
There's nothing in my inventory that costs over $7.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I know it's crazy. I'll change my standards as the year goes by. Once the disbursements start getting a lot bigger, I'll start not being such a snob about it, I guess.
Well, it ain't just that. You're gonna wind up hitting a wall, right? You're gonna plateau. You're gonna have to eventually
You're
anyway.
gonna plateau it, dude. You're gonna plateau at some point. You're gonna have to make it.
I will eventually, but I mean, like I said, dude, there's still so many places I have not even hit yet.
Hey, Chris.
Huh?
Do you have a 99-cent store near you?
Like
Dollar Tree.
about 30 minutes from me.
Not Dollar Tree, but like the 99 cents like brand.
Yeah.
Hit them up. I'm always finding stuff in there.
Yeah, I spent like $300 at 99-cent store.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you an example right now. I've cleaned them out on these things. They're $1 a piece. They're going for $18 a pop on Amazon. These little power bands.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I always find stuff there.
Now, is that stuff like...
It's a box, so...
Well, I mean, like, that stuff like that, is that stuff that you would have to worry about the authenticity of it, though?
These power bands?
Yeah, like somebody hop on there and say, hey, that's my item, or if it's a private label or something.
They have name brand stuff there.
Yeah, they have actually a bunch of brand stuff.
99
Okay.
cent store. I bought a bunch of those Duck Dynasty games that comes with the gun and
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had those for $4 at 99 cent store. I bought like 80 of them.
Yeah.
I bought the whole store and I was selling them for $32.99 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go check it. Like, I've been meaning to check that out, and also, do you guys have a DDS? Or, no, not DD's discount.
I think I saw one finally, and I went in there. I didn't look too much, but I didn't get anything.
Justice is a good one. I mean,
I was telling Jessica about that, and she's like, "No, it's just a clothing store." And I was like, "No, Mike told me there's toys and stuff in it too."
and they got little girl stuff, and some of the clothes there is on Amazon. I've been doing a lot of clothes lately, but yeah, I mean, they had some good stuff in there. Well, they did. I don't know about it anymore, but right now a lot of stores are doing huge sales, so
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of retail arbitrage. But
Yeah, I bought two things on clearance from Toys R Us. They already sold, so I mean, I'll tell you guys about them. But they were these Darth Vader snow globes for Christmas, and they had them for 50% off. So I paid $6.78 a piece for them, and they sold for $28 and $29 on Amazon.
We got a dirt cheap opening up down the street. I don't know how good they are, but y'all ever heard of that? Dirt cheap. It's
No.
used to be Hudson's or whatever.
is it a music store?
No, it's it's kind of like a Goodwill type of thing. But they buy just a bunch of big, overstock stuff, sell it at a really low discount. I don't think it's a place where you donate. I don't think there's used stuff too much. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
in
there's so
Mississippi,
many stores in Dallas that I have not even hit, dude. Like, there's so many thrift shops. I mean, there's probably in the Dallas Metroplex, dude. There's probably easily 200 thrift shops, and there's about probably 40 Goodwills, and I mean, there's just so much I haven't even got to yet, and a lot of these mom and pop thrift shops in my area, they're like, well, we get stuff in every other day. And, I mean, they do. I mean, the thrift shop by my job that I walk to, I mean, I'll go there on Tuesday, and then I'll go there like on Thursday or Friday, and there's completely different stuff in there. So, I'm just gonna keep that up for a while. But I mean, I have been finding some good grocery replenishable items.
Have you been using the software that I gave you?
I've checked it out. You're gonna have to go with tutorials with me. But I mean, I saw the rankings and stuff, but I mean that's helped out a lot. But I haven't put it into action.
Man, you're lucky you're in grocery. I've been trying for about 3 months solid. I cannot get ungated in it.
Yeah, I guess we got lucky, man. I mean, all I did was I took pictures of 3 receipts with my phone, and then I typed in my email address and phone number.
Yeah, they don't accept that anymore.
Are they? So they're except they only do invoices. Because when I got engaged in the UK, they needed invoices. No receipts, no nothing. So is that the same thing here now?
I haven't technically done like the bulk order with invoices, but I tried 4 multiple times and called them, but you can't call the ungating team. But I've left we went back and forth with open cases. It was just crazy. I'm still trying. But I'm gonna do the invoices next, because I got ungated with health and personal care and beauty real quick, like with the receipt thing. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I waited too long to do grocery, and now it's like they made it hard.
Yeah.
I think they made it hard because they're getting serious with that 2-hour delivery, and I don't know, maybe they want, people that don't have good groceries. I don't know what it is.
A lot of people have been promoting selling groceries too. They might be trying to just slow down how many people are trying to get in it.
Man, I find great ROIs for grocery all the time, and I'm just like bummed out because I can't do it.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man, about like the DVDs and stuff, man. Those ones that are valued over $25.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with deep like that.
But man, I'm gonna try out that thing that Joe was talking about, man. That app.
Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury. I'm gonna look into that.
Drinking enough water is very.
Oh, sorry.
Very healthy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so Mike, you do wholesale, so you just get it shipped to your house, or do you do like local?
I'll get it shipped to my house, or I'll pick it up. A lot of the wholesale accounts are in Ontario.
Oh, nice. Okay.
My happy ass over there and fill up whatever, you know.
Yeah, I've been on a hunt for like, well, I've been going to places that do, you know, closeouts and pallets. So it's funny because I went to one the other day, and you know they have massive pallets of a bunch of stuff. So I go take a look what's in there.
All junk.
It's all stuff they got from Amazon. It's all with the FBA labels on there, and I'm just like, and I'm laughing because like, see, we got our products from Amazon, blah blah blah. And in the back of my mind, I'm laughing like, well, I sell on Amazon. I mean, I can't sell this.
Which one you go to? I've been to a couple.
What was the name? It's called like Universal Liquidations or something. It was, where was it at? It was in, I want to say Upland actually.
Was it in Vernon?
No, not Vernon. And I actually almost went to one today in Linwood called VIA Trading, VIA Trading.
Yeah, they're garbage.
They're garbage. I already, you know what? I talked to the representative on the phone before I made the trip, and it is.
Mike is the main guy at VIA Trading.
Okay, yeah.
You see them at ASD too, and a lot of their stuff is junk. Like they're like 888 lots. They'll put a lot of the good stuff on top.
Yeah.
And all the bottom stuff is all trashed where you have to sell it on eBay.
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, are you going to ASD?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm excited, you know, to dip into wholesale, and I plan on doing more wholesale this year / private labeling. I know 2 people that took the ridiculous course, the $6,000 course, whatever it is, in private labeling, but they're killing it though with private labeling.
Yeah. Which one is it? Is it
that amazing selling machine?
Oh.
And
yeah,
I know a bunch of other courses that are just like it for way cheaper, but I don't know, they bought it and they love it.
The amazing selling machine. Yeah, I've heard some some horror stories with that company, but I mean, if they're killing it, hey.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would never spend that much for that course when I could dump that into my own like learning experience of private labeling. But I mean,
I like $3.99.
I know Andy Slimans has a good course.
I see them. I listen to the podcast, Scott Volker's podcast, a lot. He's got a lot of good information, but private labeling is a whole new beast. You gotta set the groundwork and do your captures and emails, and but if you get it going, it can make some good money.
Yeah, we have a private label product we have right now. Just one that's actually working pretty well.
That's awesome, man.
Our business model now is exclusives, so we're getting exclusives. We're signing contracts. We're at, so we don't want to. We're trying to stay away from the competition and get these exclusives before people can jump on these listings. Or even if they're on it, I'll kick them off.
That's awesome.
So if you make a prototype and have something from scratch done, that's called white label, though, right?
What's that?
Like if you come up and change the product, like make your own prototype and create the product, that's white label, right?
Well, yeah, when you create your own product.
Yeah.
Like product creation.
Like I mean, even if it's a product that's already being sold, but you make it completely original or unique, That's still white label. That's not.
Yeah, I think that's what that's called. I'm not too sure though. I don't know. I'm not very good with all like the terms and stuff. But yeah, like our private label is pretty much a generic type item, like say an American flag. Anyone can private label an American flag, you know? Just like a generic item. It's not patented or anything like that. Not that I'm saying our private label is an American flag, but it's something similar.
Yeah.
I would say.
Samples.
I could think you work a little harder than that.
Oh, we need more American flags. Go to Home Depot and get some flags.
Oh, the rebel flags sold like crazy for a while when they banned that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you guys get on that pie face for Christmas?
No, I didn't. There's too many.
I got my dude. I know there was like over 400 FBA sellers, but I cleaned out all my Walmarts before, and I when I adjusted my pricing in the buy box, they sold in like 60 minutes. I made, I don't know, about $520 in like 60 minutes. Like they sold like, even with like 400 sellers on it. I don't know why that game was just, it was ranked like 2 at the time.
Yeah, I sold about 70.
Pie face?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that game was
bought
crazy.
every single one. They were selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it in our stores around here.
That's because I was buying them.
Yeah, if I could have bought more, I would have. I only got as many as I could, and
yeah, I caught it real late, so I tried to get as many as I could, and as soon as they got there, they sold like.
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Yeah, there's too many people on there. I don't like jumping on listings that have more than 15 people. So.
That one though, it seemed like they was showing 400, but really, I think a lot of them was out of stock. So.
Yeah, I mean, in the green room, they were like selling. That was like the green room thing. It seemed like everyone in there was jumping on that game.
How is that green room? I hear about it.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna re-sign up because my business model's completely different than what they do.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. You know, I'm surprised Piles ain't in the green room because that's right up his alley.
It costs money. He's like me, like $3.99.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, they're down in Austin.
There's some great. I know Chris and Bonafide and all. They put out some great information.
Yeah, they're good people. I have nothing bad to say about them. I mean, they're good people. I've said it before. I don't like that they're charging for a Facebook group, but
Yo, Bonafide Hustler will sell anything not tied down.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Yeah, you know, if that feeds them and their family, whatnot, I'm not gonna knock it. But I'll never charge anybody for it. FBA Motivators, and I'm never gonna offer courses and stuff like that and charge people for stuff. That's just me. You know. If that's what you do. If that's what you do to make some money for you, you know, God bless you, you know. But that's not my model. That's not my model. You know, because I'm not gonna pay for this information, and I wouldn't expect someone else to pay me for information.
Yeah, I'm not big on paying for information. Now, if it's a service, things like software, things that'll make my life easier.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's definitely worth it. But
yeah,
for the information, I can go through trial and error and get the information myself.
Yeah, like software. Yeah, like, you know, I pay Inventory Lab. I pay Be Cool for the repricer every month, and you know, those two things together, you know, $100. But I mean, it's worth it, and you know, from what I see of Sourcing Society's program, man, it looks like it's worth every penny. You know, that's stuff that, you know, people should pay for.
Yeah, it should be released, I think, tomorrow. It's 100% complete, so I was just playing with it a little bit ago.
I gotta take a look at these lists, man, that you guys.
What is that you're talking about?
What's that?
What were you saying? Sourcing Society?
Yeah, Sourcing. Sourcing Society.
That's my group. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have software that's coming out tomorrow.
Right on.
So
you wanna You want to tell everybody about it, Mike, since they're going to be watching this video tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is it limited to people or what?
No. We got other groups that want to help promote it and stuff because they beta tested it and loved it, and we had nothing but good. Ryan was one of our beta testers, and he gave it a thumbs up. So
Is it a software or what is it?
it's a web-based software. What it does is it pulls the top 1,000, 3,000, or 5,000 best-selling items off Amazon, and it pulls it all that information. So it gives you the ASIN, title, the price, how many sellers are on that, and that way you can. I use it for wholesale, so it's more of an advanced tool for the advanced seller who wants to get into wholesale, private label. Bundles it works great with bundles.
Okay.
But that way, so now all you got to do is just find the wholesaler or do the private label. You're researching backwards now. So you already have it. It gives you a list of products that are selling. Depending on if you choose 1, 3, or 5,000, and now you just work backwards and find the product.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is that gonna run? How much is that? Or
$25 a month.
Okay.
So
that's a lot of work for sure. I see that.
We were told to charge more, but we're like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other softwares that charge like $100.
See, Mike, dude, you know what I think would be perfect for this software? Like, everything that you guys are doing, that's awesome. Like, if I could give my 2 cents about it, like if you guys could add kind of like the OA X-ray type thing to it, that could tell you where you could find the product at.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about because it's going to be hard to find,
Yeah, I know that's like down the line. I mean, that would be golden.
Yeah, we want to we talked about doing something like that, like putting at least the major big box stores that carry that product and all that stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Like right now it works great, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like the whole. I just haven't used it enough to.
It's cool because it actually pulls up all the subcategories for that one list for that one category. So like home and kitchen, it'll pull up all the subcategories, so you can actually dig deep in the subcategories that no one actually looks into, and find the profitable products that way. So that's what's cool about it.
Is that sourcingsociety.com, or do you have a?
Yeah, that's sourcingsociety.com. Hold on, let me see. I could post a link in the chat. Are you in the chat?
Yeah, I can get in there.
Hold on, let me get to it. tie
Yeah, you got anybody who's watching? I think we got 11 people watching. Yes, sourcingsociety.com. You guys check it out. It's really cool software. Like, I checked it out. Like, I looked at toys and stuff, and it was pulling up toys I never even heard about. There's like it's ranked 5 or 10.
Yeah. Did you see the subcategories pop up, and then you can choose like right now, arts and crafts is a overlooked category, and that's a money maker, dude. So it should be released tomorrow. As far as that was the plan, because we had the beta testers the last couple of weeks, and then everyone gave it their blessing, and then we finished it up today.
I sent Dean a link too, but I didn't know he was out of town. Because I wanted to have you guys talk about it a little bit.
Maybe we can come on next week or something,
Yeah, when are you guys gonna do your next show?
Well, we've been working on this thing, so it's been with the holidays and with all this crap. It's just been so busy. So I think we might try. I think Dean said he's gonna be at a trade show on Friday, so I don't know if we're gonna do it this Friday or not. But if not, it'll be definitely next Friday. We don't have something.
Man, he's gonna sell over 1 million this year. I already know it.
Dude, that guy's a beast.
I just want to make an announcement. In 5 minutes is my birthday, as we talked about earlier. I need a Bluetooth scanner, so y'all can put some money in my Facebook account.
There you go.
They always say it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, hit up Chris Griffin, man. Facebook. Get him some money.
Every dollar helps. 10 cents a day and keep me fed.
Hey, man, Doesn't Dean know somebody that sells them for like $70?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, we just the Sourcing Society just bought like 80 of them.
Oh,
Actually,
you did buy
dude.
those?
Yeah.
Ah,
So
I was there when he saw it, but he didn't, I thought he was joking. He was like, I'm gonna buy all of these.
nah, you got him. You got him.
They're gonna sell them for $99.
I need to
So, I
start
don't
picking up
know.
some jokes.
Yeah, Dean got him though. We'll
Well, I know
see.
where they're at then. I'm a beta test all the Bluetooth scanners.
Yeah, you're right up the street from him, right? So
Yeah, I'm like 30 minutes away from him.
yeah, I bug him every day. So
Oh, I know. Oh, you kept blowing his phone up when I was there, like every 2 minutes.
because like with all the he like, I needed information. I needed, hey, the guy wants this. The guy needs this information. And it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this live feed. We can still keep the hangout going after this, but it's been 2.5 hours now.
That's what I'm talking about. The after party's the better party.
After party, guys. If anybody who's watching this live, if you want to come on, just message me on Facebook. I'll send you the link. Or message anybody if you're friends with them on this panel. And
Tookie's gonna show her brush, y'all. Come on.
but yeah, you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to put out some more videos, and I want to do, maybe next week I'll do a thrift haul video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stuff, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Let me, what's it stop?